So let us discuss about network layers. Normally the network layers, we have this IPv4 and IPv6 and of course 6L0WPAN. So network layers are responsible for sending all the IP information from source network to the destination networks. So IP4, Internet Protocol version 4, is something is a very unique, and it identifies the device on the network, and normally it operates under 32-bit address. It has 32-bit address information. And IPv6, which is Internet Protocol version 6, which is about 128-bit address scheme. So normally we categorize like 2 to the power of 32-bit. So 2 to the power of n. So in IP4 it is 2 to the power of 32, and for IP6 V6 it will be 2 to the power of 128. And talking about low power wireless personal area network, and these are used in low power devices which have limited processing capability, and of course the frequency is 2.4 GHz frequency. So these are some of the network layers. Normally these layers performs the host addressing and packet routing, and this is all about the network layer. And talking about the transport layer, transport layers protocols provide end-to-end message transfer capability. And talking about TCP, transmission control protocol, and it is mostly widely used in all the transport layers, and that is used by web browsers normally. So we talk about HTTP, HTTPS. So all such HTTP, HTTPS will be responsible for taking out all these TCP informations. Also, it is also it has the capability of transmitting the SMTP application layer protocols. It can email programs, and file transfer, that is FTP. And talking about UDP, which is user datagram protocols, and normally it is small data units to exchange and do not want the overhead of connection setup. So these UDPs are something carrying out an initial setup procedures. It is connectionless protocol normally, UDP. Talking about application layers, we talk about HTTP, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocols, so which is responsible for World Wide Web, WWW. All these application layers are responsible for that. Normally application layers define how the application interface with lower layer protocols to send the data over a network. And talking about the WebSocket, only WebSocket protocols allows full duplex communication over a single socket connection for sending message between client and server. And MQTT, of course we are very familiar with that. When you are doing some basic IoT projects, we will come to know about MQTT, which is based on client server architecture. So the broker is responsible for forwarding the messages to the client, subscribe to the topics. So that is responsible of message queue telemetry transport protocol. So these are the familiar most used protocols in Internet of Things.